Hello, Celestial Dragoons. My name is Alex, and welcome back to Let's Play Doom Eternal. In today's video, we're going to be wrapping up the second level of the game. I nearly said the first. God damn it. Yeah. So, we're going to be getting into a combat arena that I would have started in the last video, but I felt it was going on just a little bit too long at the time. So, there are going to be a fair amount of heavy demons in here, such as the Arachnotrons, which is what I shot earlier, along with the Revenants, which hopefully you saw while I was trying to trying to handicap the Arachnotron. But we also got other stuff like Hell Knights in here. But we also got soldiers, imps, and gargoyles, which, well, I mean, technically there aren't really anything new, but they can be kind of annoying at times. Like, especially when you're just trying to focus on the larger demons that are just giving you the most crap. Like, for example, Hell Knights. But the problem is that, like, these things, the problem with Hell Knights is that they don't have a weak point. They're just fleshy guys. They just just take a lot more punishment than say a soldier, for example. So, yeah. Though, thankfully, I think that the kits, I think that the weapons we have now are a lot better than they were back in 2016. So we can take care of them a lot more. I don't want to say a lot easier because, well, it is Doom after all. So, yeah, you know, it kind of is what it is, and also I do get a little bit turned around with the weapons menu, and there is one extra life activated. So. Basically, how the extra lives work is that if you die, which is if you run out of health, you'll instantly start out with full health, but it does not refill your armor. You have to do that on your own. And by that, I mean just to keep setting demons on fire and burning them. Sorry, I'm in a bit of a coughing fit today right now. Technically this is my second, okay, so on the same day I am recording parts 2 and 3, which is the one that you're seeing right now. My throat is just, it is just kind of feeling it right now, because I did take a few hours break in between, you know, just doing lunch and stuff like that. So, you may see me, trying to struggle to keep a conversation or just going into a coughing fit, which speaking of, I need to take a swig for a sec. Hang on. Okay. Whew, sorry about that. So, we're finally done with this horde right now, and thank God. It would have taken a lot longer if I didn't have at least one other extra life. So, blessing where you can, I guess. Though that obviously does not stop there being other demons around. So, you know, just try not to get too comfy, all right? I really like that glory kill. He just takes the head and just like fucking yeet. Oh boy. Well, anyway, So, just as a heads up, you may be seeing me pop up the map screen a lot. That's because I wanted to get the second gore nest, because that's basically what they are. Except this time, they're a lot more optional. In fact, I say optional. uh, in 2016, they were mandatory. Now, sometimes you're gonna see gaps that are way too large to get through, even with your dashes. So, thankfully, that's where these refill things come into play. So, uh, you don't need to worry too much about it. You just need to be precise, I guess, and just get that mancubus. No, that is not a mancubus. That is in the next level. Next level's mancubus. It's a cacodemon. Okay, so that's that, I guess. Oh, though I should say that at the close to the end, it's going to be very platform based. So, if you want to see first person platforming, get excited. And it's around here where the first, actually the last gore nest should be. Though I will say that the jumping here was a little bit wonky because, like, I swear I felt like I should jump more, but it just wouldn't let me. Like, I think it was too close or something like that. I don't really know. So anyway, for this last gore nest, you just needed to defeat a bunch of lost souls in a time limit, and there were some explosive barrels that can really help out a lot. So really, if you have enough armor and health, you could take at least one hit from the lost souls. And still, the lost souls are very annoying. They're like these shrieking enemies that just like to gang up on you unless you're not paying attention to them, which is hard to do because you also need to pay attention to other demons that are trying to wreck your shit. So it is a bit of a juggling act. But thankfully, when they hit you, it's like one less problem to deal with, you know? And of course, we got a lot more tentacles in here. I'm not sure why they decided to put two on, like one on each path and one in front of the area that you need to go in, but it is what it is. But anyway, so this section is actually a little bit weird because the purple stuff is basically preventing you from jumping and also dashing very far. So you'd want to avoid that and deal with and just try to contend with a much smaller playing field, right? At least that's how I'm seeing a lot of it. So yeah. I don't know what the hell I was doing right there. But, yeah, I'm not too big a fan of this particular section because, I mean, like, why do I have to do all this? Why is this really necessary? I'm not in a cave or anything. I'm just out in the open, and yet I'm doing this. I would have expected this to be in, like, the Super Gore Nest level, which we will get to eventually, and we'll get one of my, we will get a gun that I actually really like to use. Oh, excuse me, sorry. But yeah, something that I mentioned in part 1 is that, the freaking, God, I can't talk right now, crap. Weapon mods. Weapon mods. That's what it was. Sorry. Like I said in part 1, I do prefer to use a one mod over the other. Though, thankfully, in the DLC campaigns, there are times where you have to use the other mods and get accustomed to them. So it's actually not a bad idea. I just well, I say bad idea. It's not bad. I just there's a reason why I only played the campaign more than I had the DLC. I wonder if that's a sign of things to come. But anyway, so we got some platforming puzzles right here. It's another one of those Sentinel things. We just need to find the battery and get out of here. Nothing too complicated, really. So, well, actually, it could be just a little bit better with the with maybe the interacting range, but I honestly think that's just nitpicking. So just to jump onto the Sentinel shoulder and plug in the battery. Actually, no. It's not a battery. It's a power cell. I keep forgetting because it's basically the same thing. A power cell is technically a battery for something. And there we go with double dash. Okay, so here is where I'll actually get a full upgrade. You'll see what I mean in just a second. As soon as I take care of that tentacle right there. So we get the Sentinel Crystal, and I do this armor upgrade for the one with health. And now my Flame Belch has an added benefit. And in this case, it just it's a cooldown time is reduced, which is great, especially for when you just want to burn enemies and get more armor. At least be more consistent with it, you know. Which I do recommend that you be a little bit more. Which I do recommend that you be consistent. That you be consistent with your armor, because you can easily get it this time around. Just set an enemy on fire and then just shoot him. That's really about it. So, I was thinking 2 steps ahead here for this one. I think I believe that there would be two cacodemons here. Sorry about that. Sorry, something in my throat. But I thought there would be 2 cacodemons, but turns out I was wrong. So, I guess I got a little excited over nothing, and there goes Discord again. Okay, nothing too terribly important. Okay. Now, as you saw earlier, the platforms tend to sink in this one, so do not stay too long and use the falling to your, well, use the what was it, the descension to your advantage, I guess. Now, I thought over here was where there were 2 cacodemons again, but I think I just needed to trigger them in a way, but I don't know how. Maybe it was that platform that was next to it? Yeah, oh well. Now, there is one more thing that I needed to do before taking care of the rest of the mission. As soon as past me can actually get up there and take care of the gargoyles that are shooting at him. Sorry about that. Okay, so they're taken care of, and there is a platform in the back right there. So you jump up there and you dash all the way towards the end of it. And that platform right there has a key. And this is a key for a Slayer gate. Now, Slayer gates are basically like a mini gauntlet challenge. Basically, you're going to be put into a room chock full of demons that you have fought before, and at least one new demon that you have not yet fought. And in the case for this one, it's going to introduce the Dread Knight. Now, I am not in a good position to take care of the Dread Knight efficiently at this point in the game. Now, the reason for this is that Dread Knights are incredibly tough, and they have a metal plating around them. The best weapon to take care of them would definitely be the chain gun, but we're not going to get that until way later on in the Super Gornest level. So, or actually, no. Oh, sorry. Someone gone down the wrong windpipe. It is in the Super Gornest level. I remember now. I really love the chain gun. I think it's like, oh, there he is. There's the Dread Knight. So these things are like a cross between the Barons of Hell, Hell Knights, and I really want to say Revenants or Mancubi because of their cybernetics. At least I want to say that, but you know, like, these things are tanks right now because I don't have the right weapon. I don't have the right weapon to take care of them. You know. And also, the Revenants here are a major pain as well to properly deal with, and there goes another life. That's like 2 lives I've lost in this freaking thing. I knew it happened. Though I was trying not to make it a 3rd one. Though I don't think that worked. Oh, yeah, and there's also 2 of these fucking bastards here as well. But thankfully, glory kill. And they drop a fair amount of stuff. Well, they drop a good amount of health, I should say. I also want to say that they drop a good amount of armor if you can burn them, but don't think I ever tried that because of just how like, they don't really want you getting in close. Like they will hunt you down if you're far away, and if you're just close enough, they'll do that ground slam that has an AoE effect, along with the sword slashes. So, you know, it's like you either dunk your head in, I'm trying to think of a friendlier way to say what I wanted to say, but I don't know. Though, thankfully, this is almost over. I just got a few more demons to take care of, and there are no unwilling. I think that's what they're called. The human zombies. I think they're called the unwilling. I could be misremembering, but yeah, I don't really know. So, yeah. Just to keep on the move and try to adapt if you don't have the right weapon to take care of a demon right here. I almost said monster again. That's not technically what they are, but well, you know. Whoa, excuse me. Oh, there's the other one. And there's still more. Yeah. Sometimes it feels like that these things go on forever, but I mean, that's kind of the challenge. It's meant... It's... It's pretty much the game saying, if you want to do this, you're doing it until we say you're done. Almost like a boot camp instructor. But once you... Oh, excuse me, sorry. Okay, so, you'll know it's over when the checkpoint thing pops up, but you also get a special key if you manage to beat it. And if you beat all 6 of them, you get a special reward, which I'll get to when I get to, okay? But for now, assuming I don't get shocked multiple times, we gotta head on over to our next objective, which is to get the Celestial Locator activated, by the way. And hey, I made up for that life I lost back in the back in the Slayer Gate. So that's
the betrayer's life signal is nearby.
Oh, right. The betrayer. I will talk a little bit about him when we actually see him. So, just be a little bit patient for that. And sometimes you're going to be seeing me.
There are motion sensors and
kind of walking around this because I haven't really played a lot of these levels in so long. So, yeah, there you go. And here he is. This is the betrayer. So, in context for the story, files or codex entries from June 2016 kind of made a reference to a character called the Betrayer. Now, he betrayed the Night Sentinels of Argent D'Nur, which was basically an advanced civilization that was fighting hell possibly longer than Earth. No. It wasn't possibly longer than Earth because when a Doom guy arrived, the hordes of hell came with him. So yeah, but his son died in the war, right? And the demons made a pact with him that if the betrayer essentially, well, for lack of a better term, turned his back on his fellow Night Sentinels, then they would bring his son back, and they did. But just not in the way that you thought but just not the way he thought they would. Because, come on, it's demons. They're never going to keep their word, no matter what. Well, most media has trained us to believe that way. Hang on a second, you another swig. Ugh. So... There actually is a secret, but I was in the wrong place for it. I just had to get out of here, so that way I can actually find it. So just take that So just to take the jump pad and you'll get out of there. But the secret is over to the right. It is right. It is right across that magma waterfall. So you over here. You go to that little question mark, and you get a Cacodemon Funko Pop. Actually, would not mind having that. Like as a desk, paperweight or something like that. But we're now on the home stretch of the level, which is to get to the Oh, get to the extraction point.
The
Fuck's sake,
extraction
Alex.
point
Calm
has
your
been
brain.
identified. I will
Your
mark its
brain does not
location on
control
your HUD.
you. You control your brain. My God. You've been doing this for how long? But yeah, this particular one is, well, this particular segment here is very platform heavy. So you need to time when those fire ropes go. You need to be quick on the platforms because they will sink. And if you really want to get some of the extra stuff like that one up I just got, uh, you may need to do a few more takes on getting up there because there's no alternative ways to get up there as far as I'm aware. But it's like once you get the hang of it, it's not bad. Like it is still hella awkward platforming in first person, but there could be worse. There could be a lot worse. And finally, on to the last combat encounter for this level. Now, we're also introduced to power-ups in this particular encounter. Specifically, we're introduced to quad damage, which was introduced in 2016. Basically, that will boost up your attack power like no tomorrow. Like, you could, in theory, kill like several different Hell Knights and Arachnatrons just with quad damage alone, if you were doing, say, the heavy rifle or the plasma rifle. And thankfully, and also something that I wanted to mention for those two weapons. Thankfully, this game gives you actual use to keep them around, because in 2016, like a Doom 2016, for example, the heavy cannon was phased out as soon as you got the chain gun, right? So it is nice to see that that these technically weaker weapons do have some use outside of, well, what they were originally intended for. And I am burning like a motherfucker. Anyway, but yeah, we're not going to be getting some weapons for a little while, though it's around here that I decided to do quad damage. And a little detail I like is that as soon as you pick up a power up, you will be shown a Doom guy's face on the side of the helmet, which I think it's a very cool detail to have. But oh, right, there's a freaking Mancubus right there. So yeah, like, this isn't really like this isn't too bad, at least when you know what you're doing on a normal difficulty and are able to also try to adapt to certain situations, because the game does kind of need you to adapt at certain times. Like, so and actually I think that's one of the reasons why they give you the auto refill for the chainsaw. So that way you're not foobarred if you run out of ammo. So yeah. And this little combat section is almost over anyways. Well, actually, I think it is over now. Yeah, it is. So, I guess really that's just gonna do it for this particular video. So I think just And I just entered from the back. It's actually kind of funny. Anyway, I guess we'll just sign off now, and just to sort of go about my merry way. If you enjoyed the video, well, thank you so very much for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to leave a like, comment your thoughts down below, and if you're new around here, please subscribe to the channel because we're on the road to 1,000 subscribers, and every little click helps out a lot more than you think.
Locator.
Until next time, Celestial Dragoons, remember, reach for the stars.